All right, here's a quick summary of the 3 notable wine growing regions in California that we all know. Here in Lodi, in Napa, just over on the coast, and down in Paso Robles, those each have their own distinguishable appellation. One thing is Napa vines are often mixed with Lodi wines, and you can do that legally up to 25% of those. And so a lot of these go over to those 400 wineries in Napa and get mixed there, and they still hold the Napa appellation. So one thing that's unique about Lodi, actually a couple of them, is you can see some cherries blooming in the background. This is the #1 cherry growing county in the state, and so that's kind of a cool mix. Those will be on the table in about 6 weeks. Also, what differentiates Lodi is Lodi has the Zens. Napa has the Cabs, and so does Paso Robles. But what makes this place different is it has Class 1 soil, river bottom, dark, good water, and that's really unusual for a wine growing region. So what makes this such a productive wine growing region is that it has the weather, those cool breezes that come in through the Bay Area and hold those temperatures to produce that quality of wine that we've come to accustom to seeing coming here out of Lodi. But what they have to do, because the soil is so good here, because wine grapes usually like Class 3 soil, just that brings the flavor and stresses the grapes, is they have to pretend that the soil is bad by stressing them on water, bunch thinning down to a lower tonnage, and really cutting off the water right before harvest. They also pull leaves to let in sunshine, to let them think that they're in worse soil than they are. But this area is pretty incredible. There's about 60 wine tasting rooms around the city. It's got a food scene. I really love Lodi. I actually love all 3 of those wine growing areas, but that's a brief summary of the differences between the 2. Now, Napa is the best of the 3 in quality and in fame because it has the lower quality soil and perfect weather, and Paso Robles has the low quality soil, and they've got to do some things to manipulate their grapes as well because of the heat. So they've really changed. The variety differences are a lot down there to be able to handle the heat. If you go into Paso Robles out on the east side of town, it's a whole bunch of different varieties than there are up in the coastal regions, which has some of those microclimates that match it with what's happening here in Lodi and in Napa. So some have the weather, some have the soil, and some, like Napa, have both. But I'm really in love with Lodi, for a lot of reasons. If it doesn't have it, you don't need it. And you can really come and experience some real quality wine from this area. So that's the breakdown in summary, but know that this is Lodi, and Lodi has the Zens. So if you're drinking Zen and it's high quality, this is where it came from in California.